Hello my loves, welcome back to my channel. Wait a minute, is the mic on? Yeah, it is. I'm filming after 3 weeks. Not gonna lie, it feels really weird. Have I put on weight? You might or might not have seen my previous video, which was my get ready with me in Croatia. So if you'd like to see a quick and easy full beat summer makeup, check that video out. But in this video, I'm gonna be doing a half and half face of makeup. I'll be doing a half face of luxury makeup and a half face of affordable, more easy to find makeup. And with this video, I'm hoping that you can find some great dupes that are out there. Availability and price is what I'm looking at. Let's get started. Also, if this is the first time you're watching my video, I am Jovita. Welcome to my channel. Please take a second to subscribe to my channel, right? So let's go straight into foundation. On my high-end side, let's keep the right side, the high-end one. I've got the Fenty Pro Filter foundation. The one I have is the shade 370. If you want an in-depth review and where to sit and everything, I have it right here. Later on, I found out that my shade is 360. 370 is a little too yellow, 360 is more neutral. I will be mixing this foundation with the Huda Beauty Faux Filter foundation, but the foundation I'm focusing on today is this. And to counter that, on my affordable side, I'm going to be using the LA Girl Pro Matte High Definition Foundation. And this is in the shade Cafe, and it's got this beautiful neutral shade, which is just perfect. Let's put all of this behind the ear like a good little girl. I'm gonna give this foundation a nice little shake, take it on the back of my hand. One pump does it, might even be a little too much. I've not found very many foundations with this neutral a shade. A lot of the darker foundations are either too red on me or too yellow on me, and this is just bang in between. Do you see how neutral that is? I love it. It's really matte, but it's also not the uncomfortable matte where it starts to show your fine lines and pores and wrinkle and makes your skin really tight. It's very comfortable wearing, long wearing, and a comfortable matte. And on the high end side, let's go in with the Fenty Pro Filter and maybe just like a drop of the Huda Beauty in 440G. This Huda Beauty one is a little too dark on me and it's a little too green, so mixing it with the Fenty one, which is a little too yellow, usually balances it out. The reason I compare the Fenty one to the LA Girl one is because they both have an extremely similar finish, and also the way they last on your face is so similar. Very long wearing. You know, the comfortable matte I was talking about, it kind of gives a dew on your face as you wear. The Huda Beauty foundation has made this a little bit more matte than it is. If it was just the Fenty one, it would be exactly the same. You can check out in my full in-depth review. We have the Huda Beauty Tantour. I wanted this just for the packaging. That's how pretty the packaging is. And when I played with it, it's such a creamy, soft, smooth formula. And it instantly, on touch with your skin, turns into powder. And this is the second last dark shade. Let me see. That's the shade Tan. And it settles in instantly. And for the affordable dupe side, I've got the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Cover Palette. And this shade right here, the last one, is pretty much the same exact shade. And let's pop this right there. So if you're talking about cream contour, you can get yourself a palette like this. So you've got the contour, conceal, and also highlights. But the only thing is, this is a cream to cream formula. It's not a cream to powder formula. With the Huda Beauty one, you don't have to set it. But of course, the Makeup Revolution one will remain creamy. So if you have oily skin, you might have to set it with powder. Next up, concealers. If you watched my top 10 concealers video, I had explained that I always use two different concealers, one for my hyperpigmentation and one for my under eye. So I'll be showing you dupes for the same thing today as well. For my hyperpigmentation, I'm gonna pick the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Amand. And I haven't used this concealer in such a long time because a couple of years ago, Nars became non-cruelty free. And this used to be my favorite concealer, guys. And this was also one of my favorite brands. And this shade Amand is so perfect for my hyperpigmentation. Like, it's not even a joke. It's just so creamy and skin-like and long-lasting. It creases a bit, but it's just so beautiful altogether. And the number of shades they have, oh boy. Dupe I have is the Wet n Wild Conceal and Corrector in the shade, I believe this is Dark Cocoa. This is kind of like a better version for Drugstore, if that makes any sense, of the Nars Concealer. Now, it's not as creamy and like, soft and buttery like the Nars one, but it's more long wearing, it's less creasing, it's just as pigmented. But a huge downside is that they don't have shades. These two are so similar. Even the tube is kind of very similar. For my under eye brightening concealer, one concealer that I was singing praises about is the Too Faced Born This Way concealer, and I've got the shade in Warm Sand. Now guys, in that video I said it and I'm gonna say it again. Hold on, this is the high end side. Yes, that is. If this concealer is accessible to you, just get it. No questions asked, just get it. I love the shade range. I love the pigmentation. Look at that. I love how creamy it is. And a dupe I have for this, I've said this so many times. It's a PAC Spotlight Concealer in the shade 12. It's like almost an identical shade match. The only difference is that the PAC one is slightly more stiffer in formula and drier in formula. It's not quite as creamy as this one, but it is really pigmented, super long wearing, and even water resistant. I've got a full review of this as well, so check it out right here. You can't even tell the difference now, right? I'm not a powder foundation kind of a girl, but I know many of you are. A new powder foundation that I've fallen in love with is the Kat Von D powder foundation. I am in the shade Tan Deep 180. It's so pigmented, like what, it comes with a nice little puff, and the packaging as usual, it's beautiful. And a really good dupe for it is the PAC Cosmetics Studio Finish Compact Powder in the shade 9. I'm gonna take the PAC one and powder just my under eye and my forehead, and I'm gonna flip to the unused side of the same brush, and I'm gonna take the Kat Von D one. This is so potent. There's a lot of kickback on it though, so you have to be very careful with that. By the way, this powder is a little darker than the PAC one, which is why this side is gonna look a little brighter. Honestly, I'm liking this side better, the Drugstore side. A highlighter that I absolutely love is a Bobbi Brown highlighter, and I have in the shade Bronze Glow. You have never seen me speak about this in my channel because Bobbi Brown is not cruelty free. This was sent to me very kindly as PR a couple of years ago, and guys, this is just so good. So let's just pop it. Hold on. Yep, this is the side. Wait, I'm confused. This is the high-end side. Yep. Oh my gosh, look at that. The highlighter dupe is a Wet n Wild highlighting powder in the shade did I tear it out? Mega Glow. Wait, no. Oh, Precious Petals. So this is slightly more rose goldy than the other one, but guys, this highlight, oh my goodness. Yep. This is a little bit more creamy, a little bit more luxurious. This is a little bit more powdery, but on the face, one and the same. If liquid highlighter is your thing, I've got a dupe over here for you. Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in the shade Gold Pop is a beautiful liquid highlighter if that's your thing. And a really good dupe for it is the NYX Born to Glow. And I have the one in the shade 2 Gleam. These two are not the same shade. This is a little bit more rose goldy, this is a little bit more gold, but they are the exact same formula. I don't have any place for it. Maybe I can put it on my shoulder. Yeah, let's do it. Let's why not? So let's put the Becca right here. That's a little too much. And guess what I'm going after this with my full beat and everything? To the gym. Like yesterday she looked like she was hit by a thunder, and today she looks like this. And let's put a small little dot. Ooh. This actually blends out a lot easier. And for eyes, I'm going to be using the Huda Beauty Warm Brown Obsessions on this side and the PAC Ultimate Shadow Box on this side. For this, guys, I'm going to take PAC brush in 113, and I'm going to pick this shade, the darkest one right here, and put it right on my crease on the high-end side. Wait, I'm always so confused. Yeah, this is the high-end side. Right there. Ooh. Okay, and I'm gonna take it very carelessly all the way to the inner corner. And by the way, the smaller palettes are made in China, so are the PAC ones. So Yeah, interesting fact. I'm gonna rub off the excess of that shade, and then I'm gonna pick the darkest shade right here as well. This is not quite as dark as the other one, I feel, but let's put it on. Yeah. Well, the same shade, but it's a softer shadow. There's less fallout with the PAC one, but I feel like the Huda Beauty one is slightly more pigmented. The strangest way to clean a brush. It works though. Going back to that Huda Beauty palette, I'm going to take this terracotta shade with the same fluffy brush, and I'm going to apply it just above this mess we have created. And with this shade now, we're going to start blending it out. Moving to the PAC side, I'm going to take the same terracotta shade just like that. The only downside is the PAC doesn't have a mirror, and start blending that edge the same way. I'm going to pick this shade right here from the PAC one and also highlight my brow bone just very, very gently. Then from the Huda side, going to take that shade and highlight this brow bone very, very gently. Oh, this one is a little bit more pigmented. On my high-end side, I'm gonna apply the Too Faced Crystal Whips Shimmering Eyeshadow Veil. It's one of their newest launches, and oh golly guys, this is so pretty. It smells so beautiful. I'm using the shade in Totally Whipped today. That peach smell, Too Faced. So I'm gonna cut my crease with this. That's pretty, but the fluffy tip is not helping me with giving me a clean cut crease line. But anyways, with my finger I'm just gonna blend out the edges right there. Let's take an eyeshadow brush and just smoothen that line over there. And on my dupe side, I've got the NYX Lid Lingerie Eye Tint. Pretty much the same thing, you guys. The Too Faced one is 4.9 ml and this is 4 ml. So you'd think the NYX is a little bit more, but you actually get a little bit more in the Too Faced one. It's similar to the point that I can't get a clean line even with this. And I also feel like the Too Faced one is a little bit more shimmery. The NYX one is a little bit more just plain metallic. Very, very pretty. You can see the difference, right? I mean, both of it is beautiful in its own way. There is a slight difference that probably just you and I can tell. Now I'm gonna add a little bit more of shimmer and glitter on this, and for that once again I'm gonna take liquid eyeshadows, and this time I'm comparing the Huda Beauty matte and metal eyeshadow with the Nicka K liquid eyeshadow. So here we have the shade in Pink Champagne. I'm gonna apply it right over the Too Faced one to give us a little bit more glimmer. You know what? We'll first apply eyeliner and then apply the glitter. For eyeliner on my high-end side, I'm gonna use the Balm Shwing eyeliner, one of the OG awesome super duper eyeliners, guys. And on the dupe side, I've got the Golden Rose Smart Liner Matte and Intense Black. It's just such a similar concept. You'd think that these kind of eyeliners, there are so many out in the market, they're all the same. Well, they're not. I messed up a little bit with my application, got it a little too thick in the inner corner right here, but we're gonna fix that. Boo-boo we made here, okay? Don't you worry about that. Going back to the glitter shade, we've got the Huda Beauty Pink Champagne right here, and I'm gonna apply this right on top of this Too Faced bit right here to give us that sparkle. You can definitely go in directly with this. I just wanted to show the different dupes we have as a demo, so I applied all of it. You really don't have to. It's got a nice clean brush tip applicator, so you can get a very clean cut crease with this. That I have to give it to her. And even the Nicka K is just the same. And there we go. Can you even tell the difference? I can actually tell you the difference. The Huda Beauty one is a little bit more opaque. The Nicka K one is a little bit more shimmer immersed in transparent base. Let's do the lips. And then I'll apply mascara. Don't have a dupe for it. So here is a forgotten brand, but a very, very, very beautiful brand. This is the Balm Cosmetics. So here I have the Pickup Liners, and this is in the shade Boyfriend Material. And on my drugstore side, I'm gonna be applying the Deborah Milano 24 or lip liner in the shade 01. And there we go. Lips are done. Now I don't have a lip gloss dupe, so I'm just gonna apply the Fenty Gloss Bomb in the shade Fussy over the both of it. Now let me apply my mascara and I shall be right back. And there we have it, guys. Mascara completely changes up a look, right? I know. Oh, it's been such a long time since I wore red lips. I don't know. I'm just not feeling it these days. Here is the final look, guys. This is the high-end side and this is the drugstore side. And here I close my case. Another thing that I wanted to touch on is if you don't have the budget to buy high-end makeup, you don't have to buy the replicas of them like the Huda Beauty replica or the Too Faced replica, because those are not made under any sort of supervision. They're just made in like the back kitchen of some scammer. You don't even know what goes into that. Nobody tests the formula of that. So you want to buy proper makeup brands. It's so funny how makeup has copies. Don't buy it, guys. It's not worth it. So if you don't have the budget to get this, you get this. All of these are affordable products. And if you don't have the budget for this side of the face either, there are cheaper products as well, which are made in legitimate labs. That's another message that I really wanted to put out there. Do not buy copies of makeup. If you have any other dupes, comment down below and help the rest of the Jovian fam out. Older videos right down below and I shall see you in my next one. Mwah! Any guesses on what the next video will be?